Having issues with your phone, tablet, TV, or PC? Call Doorstep Technologies. We understand that technology is ever-changing and can be overwhelming. With over a decade of experience, let us handle your technological issues with personalized assistance tailored to your unique needs. Schedule an appointment today by calling 859-302-1244 or message us on our Facebook page to have our team come to you whenever convenient. Doorstep Technologies, the right solution at your doorstep.
Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi. Just want to thank everyone for such a good turnout. As you know, my new album, Alive Dead Repeat, just came out, and I took the time of my very busy schedule to talk to all of you. So this is going to work like a Q&A. Does anyone have any questions?
Where?
So I'd actually really appreciate it if you all could maybe raise your hands before asking any questions next time. Yes, you.
She had a strap and said she liked it. That clock was about to shatter cause you're always busting chairs, stealing all the guns from the wall like me, strange you either share. Anytime I get out and it's time to get all up the stairs, probably cause my heel's so big I can't make it down all the stairs. Hate to see my ass when I'm love to see my ass up. Maybe a fat bitch but Oscar a fat, but I'ma get skinny, you bitches watch, don't want your cocaine. I save the money, I go on trips, next on the list Malaysia. Like the gun in Kentucky, y'all bitches don't wanna be me, cause if job got too much lucky, doing all this work just be called free. Don't care for not a millionaire, this shit make my bitch I'm aware, but now it's not bigger since I was here. The best and say I gotta declare Duntucky. I'm music of other rednecks questioning all of their lives. ERINC. That's me. Tired of this megatunes, cause your ass back to Tennessee. I'm on vacation and I'm working with music shows. I don't need work, I got some demos looking in solo. It's Monday, how put it into trade. He might cheat, I heard on the track, I see that L. You guys get lost in the bell, your beats ass just like what's that? Some of y'all are DNR, but when were you ever up? Change my style every other week just to keep up with my taste buds. Cause fuck every 7 years, I'll make it every 7 days. But I'll say the Kentucky Prince, just know that'll never change.
Why do we even book Kentucky on the press tour? I know most of my monthly listeners come from here, you stupid. I grew up here, obviously that's the case. Why do you care what me and that man did in the car? Yes, the one from the album opening party? It doesn't matter, he was hot, you would have done the same thing. Now don't schedule me here again.
CD Central is a shop located in downtown Lexington on South Limestone. They have a wide variety of new and used CDs, records, cassette tapes, and even DVDs. They have a very wide variety of genres in the store, including comedy and soundtracks. They also have a selection of local artists. I first discovered CD Central through just a Google search. I had gotten a bunch of CDs from my parents and I wanted to start building up my own collection, and since then, CD Central is a place that I shop at frequently. The staff is always very nice and helpful, and they always have good music playing.
My favorite place in Lexington would probably be the Peddler's Mall. I go there all the time to find pieces for my home, my room, or just my car. Vintage signs, funky seasonal stuff, you name it, they probably have it. But let me tell you, it's a hit or miss. Sometimes I walk out empty-handed. wondering why I even bothered, but other times it's an absolute steal. Once I scored a very vintage gold-framed mirror, and it was awesome. You never know what you're going to find, and that's just half the fun. So if you're up for a little digging and a lot of personality in your decor, hit up the local Peddlers Mall in Lexington, Kentucky.
While you're in Lexington, be sure to stop by 3rd Street Stuff Coffee. It offers a unique, bright, and welcoming environment with its murals and fun trinkets. You can grab a cup of delicious tea or ethically sourced coffee while you browse through the assortment of postcards, pins, bags, mugs, and more. Whether you're meeting friends, grabbing a cozy corner to work, or just exploring its artsy charm, 3rd Street is where creativity meets kindness.
On Mount Tabor Road, you can find Arirang. Arirang is a restaurant that has been dedicated to serving up authentic Korean food to its guests since 2001. Inside, you'll find tables with a stove in the middle for those that wish to participate in the Korean barbecue or hot pot experience. The barbecue or hot pot meals consist of different kinds of meat and vegetables of your choice. The menu claims that these will feed 2 people, but in my opinion, you can feed 4 or 5. After ordering, the staff will bring out a tray full of raw food for you to cook to your liking as you chat with your friends or family. If cooking it yourself isn't your thing, though, you can always order one of their many appetizers, rice dishes, noodle dishes, soups, and more. Arirang provides great food and a great environment for anyone who dines with them.
I'm Robert Blythe. I'm serving as the pastor of the First Baptist Church here on Francis Street in Richmond, and also serving as the mayor of Richmond in my second term. In fact, the third year actually of my second term. And I've been able to serve as pastor of the church now for 43 plus years, and then as a city commissioner first for 16 years. I was elected for 8 terms, and then as mayor now I've completed one 4-year term. And in the third year, the 7th year of my service as mayor, the 3rd year of my second term. So I've had the privilege to serve the city of Richmond in many wonderful ways. I had a really good childhood. We didn't have a lot, but it didn't matter. I had 2 siblings, an older brother, younger sister, and I actually went to kindergarten for the first year of my schooling. It was kind of neat, and I think of it often, in fact. But I went to Richmond Junior High School for my first 8 years of public school, and then to Madison High School for my 4 years of high school. But growing up, there were lots of children on my street, lots of children. So we did things, we made our own fun, playing stick ball and riding stick horses, but that was neat in those days. It was a lot of fun. When did I accept the fact that I was called to preach? That was in April of 1980. And then it was in 1981 in December, and actually in 1982, that I then was asked to come here to Richmond. And the reason I say it like that is because I was actually in Akron, Ohio briefly, and I was asked to come home to Richmond to the First Baptist Church to serve as her pastor. That was 43 years ago. I was a city commissioner from the 2002 election, beginning January 1, 2003, therefore. And I served 16 years. 8 terms the people elected me to serve as commissioner. Then, rather than to go to the House like somebody with sense, I decided I would try to seek the office of mayor. Well, successfully so. And then again, a couple of years ago, I was reelected for the second time. Folks often ask me, how do you juggle the two? And are there schedule conflicts and that kind of thing? And yes, there are. And it is difficult to juggle the two. But there are no real conflicts as far as the actual execution of my positions, both of them, because there is that word integrity. And the me that you see now will be the me that you'll see if I'm sitting in my office at City Hall. In fact, there are people who actually will come to City Hall, take care of some business, and ask if the mayor is in. They will actually ask if the mayor can pray with them. I've been there long enough now, and I simply say to people, you knew who I was when you elected me. Do you expect me to change now? So I enjoy both. In fact, I don't tell anybody, but I'm having fun.
Hi, my name is Rain Begley, and welcome to A Day in My Life. I am a film major and a musical theater minor. Well, normally I wake up at 8 o'clock and then I get ready, brush my hair, brush my teeth, get my clothes on, get my stuff for my classes, sometimes tap shoes because at 9:30 I go to musical theater dance, and then I stay there for about an hour or so, and then at 10:47 I leave that class and directly go to my quantitative support class, which is my math class, and that is at 11 o'clock. And then I stay there for exactly an hour and then leave at 12. And then at 12:30 is my acting class, and I leave my acting class, and then I either go hang out with my friends, which are Alyssa, Sammy, and Katie, and I either go to the rec center to swim or play ping pong or watch a movie or go out to Lexington or somewhere, or I go eat in lowercase, normally Subway. Where I am a musical theater minor, I do a lot of the shows that are on campus, or audition for the shows at least. I was in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief show that was performed here last semester.
Never wake you up, and we'll soar above the streets of our cards and croquet laws, past the church and the lake.
So my nightly routine usually consists of me doing a study session with my friends, doing some homework, and then I go and do some self-care, get on some comfortable clothes, practice some of my upcoming lines for my acting class, and that's pretty much it.
Lake Reba is one of Richmond's hottest spots for recreational and outdoor activities. It comprises a 450-acre complex that includes virtually hundreds of things to do, which is about 97 more than the 3 you normally would find in Richmond, Kentucky. Its main attraction is the 75-acre lake itself. They also have plenty of wildlife, like the wonderful ducks that lie in the river. Well, it's more of a lake, actually. Lake Reba. Throughout Lake Reba, there are several pockets of unique and exciting outdoor activities. Of course, there's the signature fishing dock, which is accessible 24/7, April through November. And additionally, there's an ADA-accessible kayak launch that can also function as a courtesy dock. Alternatively, there's Paradise Cove if you like water, but only in small, regulated, filtered amounts. It's a fun aquatic center that's open from 11 to 8 all summer, starting on Memorial Day and going until Labor Day, when it closes for the season. It features both small and large swimming pools for all ages, and even 2 water slides if you're brave enough to take them. If you want a break from the lake, you can take a stroll through the 1.5-mile walking trail. Or try a game of Ultimate Frisbee. If you want more sports, there are plenty of activities around. Hit a home run in the softball complex or Little League baseball complex. Need more ball? You can play soccer or test your swing at Adventure Falls Mini Golf. Truly, there's no telling how deep the 18 golf holes featured at Adventure Falls Mini Golf and Batting Cage Complex go. Can you swim? No. There is no swimming at Lake Reba. Lake Reba also features a playground that's designed to be accessible to children of all abilities. Right next to that is the Judy Raines Memorial Dog Park for both small and large dogs. Of course, in addition to all of the recreational activities, Lake Reba itself is beautiful to walk around in. There's plenty of sights to behold and places to relax. So come visit at 274 Lake Reba Drive, Richmond, Kentucky, and see just what kind of adventures you can get into right by the water.
College was the first interracial coeducational college of the South, founded by Reverend Jesse Fee, who wanted to start a college like that. So to have men and women going to school together, much less black and white, was just totally unheard of at that point. It is a work college, so everybody goes tuition free, and they have to work 10 to 15 hours a week. That pays for their books and pays for their food. So by the time they graduate, they have no debt. We have about 1,500 students. Some of those are from 75 countries. Some of those are even from refugee camps, and they don't go home until they graduate in 5 or 6 years. This is an original train station built in 1917. Original windows, woodwork, and doors. And we do have a little model train in there, which takes after in this program to look like our town. The gentlemen behind me who work here, Robert and Ted, they helped set that up. And so you can make it go around and see some of the old buildings and the painted hands like you'll see around town, which are an honor. And the reason they do hands is because it takes hands to make crafts. And we have so many crafts made by the students in addition to individual artists and joint artists down in this area also. And then we also like to be known as the Helping Hands. Look up our activities at www.visitberea.com, and it gives you a list of everything we know going on. When there's plays, free music every Thursday night, making crafts with our artists when we have that for our learn shops. We'll have a metal forge set up out back. There'll be painting. There'll be all kinds of stained glass works. Anything you can suggest, we're happy to see about having that available also. But it's a great place to visit. We look forward to you all coming and hanging out with us for a while.
Do you know that the average person produces about 4.9 pounds of trash per day and almost 1.9 tons per year? With that being said, what if I told you that littering didn't become a problem until about the 1950s? It's all around us, whether we decide to give it any attention or not. All throughout Eastern Kentucky University's campus, we can see it all around us. Here at North Hall, we can see it surrounding the backside of the building, spread out all over the lawn, and some even embedded into the dirt and spilling over the trash can. An easy fix is to simply clean up after ourselves. Recycling is also a good way to reduce waste and pollution. The reuse of waste reduces the amount of pollution, and it protects the animals' ecosystems, and it creates a healthier planet. With trash littering on our campus, it can have a number of negative impacts on us. Not only does it make it look unattractive, but it can also have a bad impact on the air, water, and the soil pollution on campus and in surrounding areas. It can also have a very negative impact on students' mental health. Here at EKU, we have the rep of being called Campus Beautiful. So if we want to keep that, let's pick up the trash and let's quit littering. Ugly campus, ugly state of mind. There's lots of wildlife here on EKU's campus, and it's filled with lots of greenery, like plants and trees. So we see animals on a daily basis, like birds, squirrels, and even cats. But with littering going around, that can cause a huge impact on them. It can lead to death, and it can also lead to territorial attacks, which I don't think it's really fun to get attacked by a squirrel or a cat.